Hey, 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 True Nature Medicine Tribe. It is Sarah Jane, a rather wild and woolly looking Sarah Jane. I've just jumped out the pool. Just come off of an intensive 3-day private with a client of mine that flew in from out of town, and I'm about to get ready to jump on another call with another client. And I just kind of wanted to come in here today, check in with you because I haven't been here for a while, and just ask you, what's coming up for you? What are some of the things that you'd like to get some clarity on, some reclamation of really setting yourself on a clear, focused path for the next couple of weeks as we sort of wind down 2016. And also, look at how committed are you? How committed are you to actually getting the change that you want? Because if you're not choosing and committing, and following through, this is where we find ourselves in the same place, different time of doing the same thing over and over again, and beating ourselves up and judging ourselves and waiting for things to line up, and not ever really getting a different result. And I've had some amazing coaches and mentors. I've still do have, and they haven't always been the same thing. And I'm kind of wondering, if you're a coach or a mentor, how do you see yourself? In my experience, a coach is someone that can give you some tactical feedback on how to do things and get the results. Do it this way, do it that way. Very granular, very detailed. And hi, Laura. Nice to see you here. What's happening in your part of the world, and what's one thing that you're wanting to change as we see out 2016? So yeah, this whole thing around coaching and mentoring, I'm so sick and tired of the life transformational business telling you that you're broken. And in my experience, a mentor doesn't necessarily give you a lot of tactical advice. A mentor is somebody who can see into your own frequency, and your gifts, and bring that out in the world. Morning, Jean. Nice to see you here. Yeah, so my purpose is to be able to show people their own gifts and how to share those in a gift in a way that they can create purpose and impact, and not get buried underneath all of the programming and the stuff that we've been programmed to think that we're broken, and somehow that we need to. Oh, the sun is shining in here on me here. But yeah, this is really what I want to bring to you with the Gifted Life project, is to look at what is the one thing that you're going to choose and commit, and train at it, get really, really good at it, to get to the next level of your life and your purpose here, and to give it generously. And I can't wait to share this training, because this is what is tactical. This is the stuff that we need, the business plans. We need to know our money numbers. We need to know where we're going, what our vision is, and who's going to help us to get up there along the way. And then, this is what we're going to do in 8 weeks, is we're going to really go deep into that, and change your mentor, and stop this cookie cutter insanity of thinking that if you just keep doing things a certain way, that everything's going to be fine. So I want to ask you now, what are some of your innate wisdom, your gifts, your experiences, and what's the vision that you're holding for yourself? Hi, Michaela. That you're committed to grounding into how you're going to create your life on purpose, not in blind faith, not by, cookie cutter duplicating and regurgitating somebody else's stuff, but your stuff. What are your gifts, and where are you still playing a small game? Where are you still pretending that you have no value, that isn't your frequency? Where are you still trying to emulate other people's frequencies? And I see so many people make themselves wrong. They're doing all the training. Hi, Kathy. They're doing everything according to their mentors or their coaches, but they're not aligned with the frequency of their gifts to bring that out in the world. And that's really what I want to invite you into and support you in, is living into your intuitive, incredible gifts. There's so many of you on this call here that are vibrating on your own frequency, and you're wondering what's the next step. What is it that you're asking for to come up, and what's stopping you from actually owning your value right now? Give me some love, give me some hearts. Tell me if this is something that you're resonating with and you're ready to follow through on setting yourself up for your own time freedom, your own financial freedom to get you where you want to go. Type in the comments. Let me know. Do you have a coach or a mentor? There you go. Do you have somebody that is maybe bipolar like me, or unipolar, that is able to see things from all angles and move you from distraction to power you to be your own champion, and give you some of the tools and the trainings to bring your own container out into the world, to be a freak of nature, because that is your true nature. That is your frequency. Yay. There's such a giant movement in the personal development industry that says, find somebody that's done what you've wanted to do, and then just do it, just copy that and just do it exactly how I'm doing it, and everything will be fine. And I think there's a lot of value in that. But here's the challenge. And the challenge for me is, for example, if you see somebody who's getting a certain result, and you see somebody who's really doing well, and then all of a sudden you're living like them, and you want their life to look like theirs, and you want to drive the same car and have the same lifestyle, and vacation where they vacation, and there's a lot of temptation there. I've been there myself, and I think there's a lot of pressure as well from a lot of individuals in this space to be like me. And I think it's really, really quite funny looking back now, when I looked at this from an observer state of where I had given up my own gifts and true nature to follow somebody else. And I've done this a few times, but I did this a couple of years ago, where I brought a modality into South Africa, and all of a sudden all the people were wishing they were having sex with these two, or if they weren't having sex, they had to ride horses like them and be where they were. And I think this is really dangerous, because you start to give up on your own innate capacity, your own longing, your own purpose-driven life. And you've just become a duplicating system for somebody else. And in the process, if you're not making yourself wealthy, hi, Jocelyn, if you're not creating a service that's aligned with your core values and your integrity, I think it's a very slippery slope. I nearly fell down that rabbit hole. In fact, I did, and it took me a long time to get out of it and come to my senses, to actually look at where I'd just actually been programmed, which was, by someone that was promising me that this was about unlearning and deprogramming. And I think there's a lot of BS out there that I'm certainly willing to be not liked for saying it like it is. Don't follow somebody else. It's so interesting too, when we say don't, we actually do it. And that reverse psychology of saying, don't follow me, do it your own way, but you must pay me money to show up so that I can show you how to do it, so that I keep you hooked into feeding my need. And I really think it's time to speak up and change that. What do you think about that? My thought is, if you can learn from somebody's tactics, and you can see what somebody's doing well tactically, then you can absolutely invest with them, copy them, learn from them. Do what it is that they're doing to get these specific results, to get more money and free up your time. But then what you do with your money and your time is totally up to you. This is your life. You're the gift. You're the creator. You're the artist of your life. Don't let anybody shame you into thinking that you're not enough. You're not broken. Just be aware of it, that there is this unspoken pressure to be like the coach, be like the mentor. And how about use the gift of that person that you're investing in, of their training, to make massive measurable results, but then go and live your own freaking life on your own frequency, and use the tools to accelerate your cash flow, and then go paint your life your way, the way that you're aligned with your true nature, and go do it that way. So yeah, Kathy, just let it be a little bit more granular. Because I think that's where we go into disappointment. So regardless of what your current value of delivery might be, at the end of the day, it's all you. It's all you. And if you can't see the value in you, how can you expect other people to? So, there's a guy called Ron Lynch, and he used to say that you could be really mercenary with this. This is about cutting the bullshit and getting true to your own values, and use your own coaches and mentors. Learn from them to get very specific results, and then go and continue to apply it in your own frequency, aligned with your message and your purpose and your story. And if you are a mentor or a coach and you're listening to this, how can we expand on that? I'm going to be talking more about this on Wednesday, 21st, 5 p.m. South African time, and I invite you to come join me. Let's start to create a new way, a new paradigm that's out of this stuff. A lot of you have shown up and are already using the reclamation process that I gave last week, and I know there's a lot of distractions right now, a lot of things going on. I'm winding down from my private clients so that I can actually go through this for myself. It sets me up for every year. Every year I've used this, my gifts have expanded. I've been able to give more generously. I've been able to show up more in my truth. And I know this stuff works because I've shared it with a lot of people in the past. So you might want to tune in on Wednesday. And if you're ready to say yes, and you're ready to come into the Gifted Life Project, now's the time. The world's waiting for you. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, I'd love to see some of you in the inner circle, because I know how powerful you are, and I know your gifts are so unique, and it's time to share that. So if you're ready to envision your future and then choose and commit and do the follow through, I'm going to give you the exact steps I use with my private clients in this group setting, where we're actually masterminding, where we're using our minds, we're using our body in a way that's congruent to what you stand for and what your message is and what you've come here to do. And it's time. I really think it's time to share those gifts with the world, don't you? So tell me, what's sticking you right now? What do you want some clarity on? And bring those questions on Wednesday. Let's do this thing. I'm going to give you my 5 steps of how I plan that give me results every year. And we're going to crunch numbers, and we're going to use sticky notes, and we're going to start planning out your 90-day increments of commitment and choice and follow through. So many of us lose momentum, and I don't want that for you. So besides the 8 weeks, just showing up on Wednesday, you're going to be getting a series that I send out every year, and this year it's even bigger and better than it was last year, because I've added journeying, and I've added some Akashic record editing and some amazing things to really assist and support you to go through this in your own time, to create your gifted life and make the money you want to make. And if you are looking for support, I want to ask you, who or what is that person or thing aligned to get you where you want to go? Because we get a lot further together than we do on our own. So, let's not start the crap hitting the fan on January the 1st. This is your opportunity, my invitation to you to put some love back into your life. And look at where you're wanting to go. And that's it. That 7-day series. If you hit the link for the free call on Wednesday, it's yours to choose. And if you don't, I wish you a beautiful life anywhere, and enjoy the time, the quiet time over the holidays. Not to bury your head in the sand and avoid your bright future, but to actually be an active participant, not a spectator anymore. Remember who you are, what you came here to do. And don't quit, because this is way too important. I can feel a storm blowing in here. But yeah, so if you're looking for tactics, if you have any questions now, I'm happy to answer them. My next client's at 5. But this is your life. So Wednesday the 21st, 5 p.m., we're going to look at how you can start to attract your dream clients, how you can start to create a community that's ready to receive what you have to give and get you out of your own way. And for the money to show up too. So we're going to look at how we can start to create financial freedom, time freedom that's easy and doable to get your mindset turned around to support you rather than work against you, and to stop worrying what everybody else is doing, because you need to be in and on your business, not in anybody else's. And if you want to know how to follow your own frequency in a deeper, more meaningful way, because you're probably already doing it well, but if you want to expand on that and you wanting to look at where all the good juicy parts are, join the conversation on Wednesday. Post your comments and questions below if there's something pressing coming up for you now. And yeah, I'm curious. Type in your comments and questions. What's one thing that you are committed to focusing on right now that you can obsess about relentlessly over the next couple of days while things are a little quieter and the energies are a little quieter around you, so that you're not eating yourself into a numb state or following some other kind of addictive profile that you follow, that's normal to you when family are perhaps around pushing your buttons, but to really invite it in as a gift and start looking at, what have you got to lose by not choosing to commit to creating your life on purpose, owning and claiming your gift, seeing your value, and just go get out there and be amazing, because you are. And Kathy, yeah, true. Yeah, so I'd love to know how I can support you more. Go on. Why are you still here? Off you go. Go play. Enjoy the rain wherever you are. And if it's cold out there, please bring your animals in. They're feeling the cold in those parts of the world where it's in the minuses. Give somebody some love. Reach out and touch somebody, and be amazing, because you are. And remember, the world isn't waiting for someone like you. The world's waiting for you and what only you have to give to the world. I love you guys. Take care. Bye. Mwah.